Welcome in everyone to the SBA Season 2 All-Star Draft. We aren't live on YouTube, but we do have our two All-Star coaches along with our All-Stars. First off, it's Coach Jay Jettis. Jay Jettis, how you doing?
Doing great.
And of course, the coach of the Wario Muscles, Coach Pizza. How you doing, my friend?
I am good.
Of course, we'll get right into all the All-Stars for each position. But this is sort of going to be sort of positionless baseball, so they're probably going to pick out of order. But in order for your All-Stars is going to be the catchers are going to be Donkey Kong and King K. Rool. First baseman is going to be Bowser and Pink Yoshi out of all people. Hammer Bro and Brown Critter are your second baseman. Shortstops are Red Critter and Green Critter. Third baseman is Yoshi and Wiggler. Left fielders are Dry Bones and Baby Daisy. Center fielders Baby DK, Monty Mole, the usual suspects when it comes to that. Right fielders, Blue Toad and Boo, which I think is probably the two most surprising ones. And now, obviously, the pitchers were going to be Birdo and Fire Bro. Those were kind of expected. But because of better record halfway through the season, Jay Jettis will be choosing his All-Star captain first. So, Jay Jettis, who will be your All-Star captain?
Donkey Kong.
And grass is green. Anyways, Coach Pizza, who is your All-Star captain?
I will take Bowser. I veto.
All right. So, going to
Veto
be
sucks, buddy.
Team Donkey Kong versus Team Bowser in this matchup. Jay Jettis will just go back and forth with our picks. So, Jay Jettis, who would you like to select?
Dry Bones.
All right. Dry Bones picked the Team Jay Jettis. Definitely not biased. And Pizza?
I will be going with Fire Bro.
All right. Jay Jettis, next pick on the board.
Baby DK.
All right. Baby DK off the board sort of early. One of the best, if not the best center fielder in the SBA. So, not a bad pick. Next up is Pizza.
Get me King K. Rool.
All right. King K. Rool off the board. Sucker of the year last year. So just a great pick in general. But yes, Jay Jettis, your pick.
Boo.
But wow. All right. Boo off the board kind of early. All right. Pizza.
I am going to go with my boy Wiggler.
Surprised you picked King K. Rool over Wiggler. You think that's going to generate some locker room issues second half of the season?
Nah.
Wiggler just seems like he just seems like a chill guy anyways. He doesn't like
Yeah,
get in people's way.
Wiggler's a very chill guy.
Obviously had the walk-off grand slam in week 1. Jay Jettis, your next pick?
Bodo.
All right, Berto off the board, so both pitchers will be on separate teams, which is good to start. But Pizza.
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, you know what? Monty Mole.
Yeah, Monty Mole, the best player in SBA history. Anyways, Coach Jay Jettis.
I'll take Red Critter.
Oh wow, going against his coach in this matchup. Interesting. But Pizza, your pick.
I'm gonna take Green Critter.
All right. Mario Fireballs definitely in the MVP conversation before losing to the Peach Monarchs, which shout out Florida Man for that. Jay Jett is your pick.
I'll take Brown Critter.
All right. Diddy Monkeys, as you have an SBA champion on your team now. Get that championship experience. Pizza, your pick.
I am going to go with Hammer Bro.
The fact that the greatest pitcher in the entire history of the SBA, Pink Yoshi, is not being picked is kind of disrespectful. Anyways, Jay Jett is your pick.
I was actually gonna pick Pink Yoshi before
Yeah.
you said that.
Yeah. All right. Coach Pizza.
I am going to go with Baby Daisy.
All right. So one of those surprise all-stars. And now it's up to Jijiz for his last pick.
Give me Yoshi.
All right. Just don't have him captain a team like in season 1. Shout out Mushbrain. And then Blue Toad will be going to Team Pizza. And just so you guys know the rosters, they will be on the screen, but I'll read them out. Obviously, JJ's will have Donkey Kong lead the team with Dry Bones, Baby DK, Boo, Birdo, red and brown critter, and pink and green Yoshi. When it comes to pizza, you have Bowser, Firebro, King K. Rool, Wiggler, Monty Mole, green critter, Hammer Bro, Baby Daisy, and Blue Toad. So JJ, has any final words before the matchup tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern?
My team's better.
What about you, Pizza?
Womp womp. Mine is actually better.
Hey, wonderful stuff.
Okay.
This is a back and forth that rivals 5-year-olds. Anyways, going back into this, that will do it for the draft. The game will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. This will be posted on YouTube as soon as it possibly can. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube at Slugger Baseball Association. But until then, that will do it for us, and we will see you guys tomorrow night.